want to talk about, and it is the most important thing. If you cannot master this, and it takes a lot of practice, even 3 years later, I'm still working on this, then don't enter a trade because you're going to lose. All right. And that one thing is your emotions. Yes, as humans, that's what makes us, better than everybody else, right? I mean, everything else, animals and all that kind of crap, but it's our downfall when it comes to trading, right? Because let's say that you win, and then now you lose. You're like, all right, okay, I lost one, not a problem. And then you lose another one, and then you lose another one. So now you have 3 losses. You're actually supposed to just and come back later, but you don't, because you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get, I'm just gonna like double or triple my trade amount, and then I'm gonna go and recoup this, and then now I'll be even, and I can just kind of move forward. No. You don't do that, right? You go and you're trying to recoup, and you're losing, and then the more you lose, the more frustrated you get, and you're like, no, I'm not frustrated. Yes, you are frustrated. Yes, you are absolutely frustrated, and your balance is going like this instead of going up, right? If you cannot master your emotional control, you have no reason to trade. You have no business trading, okay? It's the total opposite of this. Don't just do it. You need to master the art of calm and focusness. That's what you need to do. And I struggle with this every single day. But yesterday I started doing something, and it changed the way that I trade, right? Because I'm really good at what I do. I'm not the best in the world. I walk away profit every single time, but I get frustrated. Very easy, very quickly. And but not anymore. And I share this right on my Telegram channel, okay? So before you enter every single 2 things. Before you enter every single session, I want you to tell yourself, as funny as it's going to be, either in a mirror or just out loud, because your brain believes every single thing that it hears from you out of your mouth, right? Not so much what other people say to you, although sometimes you do believe it, right? Anyways, what you say to yourself, your brain believes. And so you need to trick your brain, even if you don't really believe it, you need to trick your brain into believing that trading is so easy. I'm gonna go in and getting my first $1,000, not a problem. I'm gonna go make XYZ today. Trading, I can't believe it's so simple. Something along those lines, right? Like, I wish I had looked at my little poster thing before I came into this, because it was pretty legit, right? But you need to come up with your own little mantra, so that when you are actually in a trade, you are self-confident, and you're not just arbitrarily taking trades because you believe in what you're doing, because you just told your brain that trading is easy, you're super confident, super focused, and that you're going to get money. And so now your brain is focused on selecting the proper trades and being calm, right? So because I started doing that, it significantly increased my win rate, even though my win rate was already psycho anyways, because of my strategy, which you can learn right on Telegram, right? But anywho, it's getting real hot out here, so I'm going to end this. We're almost at 4 minutes. But so emotional control, training your brain to believe that trading is easy, as crazy as that sounds, because it's hella hard. And one thing that I do that I recommend, you need to find kind of your own flow with it, but what I recommend is, I'm not even going to recommend it to you, I'm just going to tell you what I do, okay? And you can take it or leave it. What I do is I go in, I get my 1 win, and I leave, right? So normally that means that I go in, I make 1 trade, and I walk away. I go in, I make 1 trade, and I walk away. I go in and I make 1 trade and walk away. I don't do blocks of time, because I found, because of my ADHD, or just because I lose focus or whatever, that the longer my trade session, the higher probability that I'm going to lose, and then I'll get into that cycle of losing, okay? So, for example, yesterday, right, I'm self-confident, I'm believing that I can go and just win every single trade, which I was, and you can see my results on Telegram. I went in, like I was making breakfast for my kids. Okay, so I got my scrambled eggs going, and I'm looking for my trade, and I enter my trade. I went and I put the phone down, and I finish. I feed them their food, or I give them their food, and then I go back to my phone while I'm drinking my water, and I find another trade. I enter it, I win, and I leave. I think maybe yesterday I only had to recoup like 5 times, meaning like what I do is I'll hedge a trade. I'll lose $2, but I will hedge a trade if I know that I'm going to lose. And sometimes I'll make it so that I not only break even, right, except for the $2, but that I will also one up. I'll be up one. Kind of hard to do, but I do it all the time. So I only had to do that on like 5 trades yesterday, all throughout the day. I was literally trading all day, but like maybe only once per 30 minutes or so. Like I literally broke it up into that many trades all throughout the day. That's just what works for me. I like that I can just spend time with my kids. I can clean the house. I can do the things that I need to do. And I'm also making money as I go, okay? So you need to find your own flow with this. Maybe the blocks of time work for you because it just works for you. But that's not me. It doesn't work for me. So yeah, those are the 3 things. My recommendation on blocks of time versus sporadic trading, emotional control, and your self affirmations, your positive affirmations, your self mantra. Okay. And I shared mine on the, if you go to the community tab or the posts, you'll see it there, and you will also see it inside of Telegram and on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. All right, so that is it for today. I just wanted to kind of drop some tips here, and make sure that you smash that like if you haven't subscribed, because this is a super small channel. Maybe you don't even know who the hell I am. Not a problem. Subscribe anyways, because I'm going to help you to learn how to trade. All right, so like, subscribe, comment once this is a replay, and I will see you later.